ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Metal Haven. You are tuned in right now. This is something that I've been wanting to try out for quite a while, starting a YouTube channel dedicated to everything metal. It was mainly just, work got in the way, haven't found the time, and now that I did find some time to get things rolling, I decided to finally kickstart a YouTube channel dedicated to metal. I figured for a good start that I would start with a video about 5 bands that I have been really getting into lately. These aren't really in any particular order. That being said, these bands I've been getting into for the past couple months, I guess. Like, I have I listen to different music every day, of course, but these 5 bands have been bands that have really just taken charge of my my listening time. So coming in at number 5, first we have a Swedish band, and this is Grave. Now, Grave is a band that I have known for quite some time. It was just one of those bands that you just never really gave a chance. Of course, I listened to Entombed, I listened to Dismember, and I knew that Grave came up virtually around the same time. They were part of the same scene, the same movement. But it was a band I just never, for whatever reason, gave a listen until about a month ago. If you're not familiar with Grave, Grave was formed in 1986. Their current and only original member to that formation lineup was Ola Lindgren, who is the vocalist and guitarist for the band, currently still going strong. And there's one album in particular that I've been listening to from these guys, and I know that some of their older albums have got a lot of attention before, but I personally, the album that I first listened to and the one that I have been listening to is 2012's Endless Procession of Souls, and this album is just this album is so good. Just top to bottom, it is just so gritty, so heavy. Just in general, the old school death metal style has really just been a big thing for me as of late. I don't know why. It just kind of came out of nowhere, but I've been loving Grave's Endless Procession of Souls so much. I can't say enough about this album. I can't say enough about this band. Yeah, if you've never listened to them, highly suggest you do so. And coming in at the number 4, the 4th band I have. Guys, if you like melodic death metal, coming in at number 4, Wolfheart. Wolfheart was formed in 2013 after Tuomas Saukonen decided to stop his other 2 bands, Before the Dawn. Don't really remember what the other one was, but they just scrapped it. And he said, you know what? I'm going to do something else. And Wolfheart was what came out of that. This is some quality melodic death metal. Tuomas is an amazing writer. I've loved him in Before the Dawn, and now with this new project. Shadow World is an amazing album, and they just came out with one last year that was really good. I forget what it was called, but I know it was in Finnish, and I wouldn't be able to pronounce it anyway. This band is just so good. I would highly recommend giving them a listen if you're a fan of melodic death metal. Coming in at number 3 is a very, very, very recent happening for me, and it is simply criminal that I have taken this long to actually give this band a chance and listen to their music, because I have heard so much about them. They're has such passionate fans. I have not given them any much of a listen over the years, and like I said, it's just simply criminal, and this is Dissection.
It's the dawn descending night, and somebody down to even divide me.
Dissection was formed in 1989, and they have been hugely influential on a lot of bands. I've been listening to the Somber Lane up and down for the past 4 or 5 days. Like I said, this is fairly recent that I started giving these guys a listen. Wow. I know Storm of the Lightsbane gets so much of the attention. It's a great album. I've been listening to that, but I don't know what it is about the Somber Lane. That album is just, like, I get, a little bit of At the Gates kind of in there. Like, you definitely get that Swedish early melodic death metal sound in that, mixed with black metal, mixed with some, in some of it I almost get like a little bit of a power metal vibe in there. It's just this really well put together blend, and stellar songwriting. Of course, Dissection also is no longer a band. John Neudveit, probably mispronounced that, but John killed himself in 2006, so, there's that. I can't say enough about this band. They are just unbelievable. The second band that I would like to bring up, semi-recent as well, not so much, but coming at number 2 is Gorguts. Gorguts, they are, me, myself, I'm Canadian. Gorguts is a Canadian band. They formed way in the late 80s. Their first album, Considered Dead, is considered to be one of the very best death metal death metal albums of all time. And I definitely see why. I went back, listened to that. It's a great album. And also, I love Colored Sands. It is just a monolith of a record. It is so good, and some of the most interesting death metal I've ever heard. Like, it's not easy to follow by any means, but it is so interesting, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat pretty much the whole time. It's definitely a roller coaster of an experience to listen to. Luc Lemay is just, he's definitely, he's been the heart and brain of this band for a long time, and the man is unbelievably talented. And coming in at number 1 is, it's hard to say that this is recent, but they haven't really left my everyday playings for about a year, and just, I don't know what it is. The more I listen to them, the more invested in their music I get. Coming in at number 1 is Primordial. Irish band from Dublin. They formed in 1987, so they've been around for quite some time. Their debut, Imrama, came out in 1995. Now, came out with a couple albums after that, but it really wasn't until 2005 with The Gathering Wilderness that this band really took off. Or not so much with that one, they got a lot more attention after that, but it was the one after that, which was the 2007 release, To the Nameless Dead, was when this band really took off. To the Nameless Dead is just a masterpiece. It is an amazing album. And then after that, Redemption at the Puritan's Hand, and then Where Greater Men Have Fallen was their most recent release. And honestly, literally when I was looking up stuff for this video, I found out that apparently Primordial announced that they will be coming out with a new album this year in March. So that's pretty cool. I haven't yet listened to the video, but I guess they came out with a new song. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'll definitely have to do that after I make this video. So epic, so emotional, heartfelt music. You feel the emotion in everything, in the voice, in the guitar, in the drums. It is just pure Celtic, fused with doom, fused with black metal. And Alan's vocals are just superb. They are absolutely amazing. Such a pleasing band to listen to, and ever since I've discovered them, it has just been... I can't say enough. They are so good, guys. I would highly suggest checking them out if you've never listened to Primordial. Let me hear your thoughts on any of these 5 bands, maybe some recommendations on some other bands that I should check out. As for that, I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm definitely going to be trying to pump out as much content as I can in the future. Definitely be on the lookout for that. Anyway, guys, stay metal, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.